What up? What up? What up? What's good, everybody? Today is the day. It's the first episode of Epic Talks, a GM's mindset. So this is a basically a little podcast, live podcast that I'm gonna be doing. Just going through each team in the NBA as if I was the GM. If I was in control, this is what I would do. Just to give you a little background, so you don't think that I'm just out here talking just to talk. I got about 15 years in coaching in basketball, so I got a lot of years in with doing evaluations of players and everything like that. So I think I'm a pretty good mindset for basketball and everything like that. So for this first one, we're gonna do one of my teams that I'm following this year. We're gonna start it off with the Orlando Magic. That's right, the Orlando Magic. All right. I know a lot of y'all are surprised with them so far this year. Their record is 12-5. I think they're sitting at the second in the East right now, which is crazy. Might even be first. But there's a few things that I would do just to get that team over the hump because come middle of December to right before Christmas, they're gonna have a tough set of games. It looks like they play Boston twice, Miami, Milwaukee Bucks, and the Pacers. And that's all from the 15th to like the 23rd. So that stretch of games right there is going to be a little rough. We're going to see where they really at. All right. But here we go. This is what I would do. And this is what I see if I was the GM of the Orlando Magic. All right. So one of the biggest things that I think that the Orlando Magic still need is consistent shooting. Yeah, we picked up Joe Ingles. He's been good. Cole Anthony stepped up with shooting. Suggs stepped up with shooting. And you still got Franz Wagner and Paolo who can still hit a jumper every now and then. So that's good. But I still think it's a couple trades that they can do to really lock it in. This first trade that I'm going to do, I seen a little backlash from it before I even started talking about it. I seen a little backlash, but one of the things that I think they could do to really put them up over the top is go get my boy Zach Levine. Yes, that's right, Zach Levine. All right, y'all say why Zach Levine? Yes, the Bulls. They pretty much going in circles there with the guards. So I think he's on the trading block. So if the Magic can go get Zach Levine, I think that piece right there be something crazy with the Magic young core. And some of the things that I was seeing is Zach Levine don't play defense. I'm gonna break that down in a little bit. But this is the trade that I would do. And these trades that I say, I basically use the trade machine to see if it would even work. So all the ones that I'm gonna give you is stuff that I did in the trade machine and it works. All right. So this first trade for Zach Levine, I got Fultz, Harris, Okiki, a first round pick in 2025 and a second round pick in 2026 for Zach Levine. Y'all might say that's a lot. I think it's enough. But y'all like Markel Fultz, really? Gary Harris, that's defense right there, right? All right. So if y'all think that's defense, right, I'm gonna break it down for you. All right. So defensive ratings are basically measured by minutes per game. All right. So minutes per game, you got Fultz with a rating of 109 and 23 minutes. All right. 109 and 23 minutes per game. All right. The lower the defensive rating number, the better. So 109 and 23 minutes, that's pretty good. All right. Gary Harris, 108 and 20 minutes per game. All right. So when I give you Zach Levine's, Y'all gonna be like, oh well, wait, theirs is better. Just wait on it. All right. Zach Levine's defensive rating 115 per 35 minutes per game. 115 per 35 minutes per game. All right, let's break that down real quick because y'all still like, yeah, Fultz and Harris is better. Chill. All right. Don't sleep on my man Zach Levine. It's a reason why Lakers won him a lot. All right. And I know Lakers won everybody, but just listen. All right. So you got Fultz 109 and 23 minutes. Harris 108 and 20 minutes. Levine 115 and 35 minutes. So if you break it down, Fultz is at 109. That's only 6 more points uh, with Levine. Harris is at 108. That's only 7 more points. But you got to take a look at that second number. That second number is the biggest factor. You know what I'm saying? Fultz is only at 23 minutes per game. Harris is only at 20 minutes a game. Zach Levine is playing a whole 12 more minutes per game. And his defensive rating number is not that far off. So what does that tell you? I think if you put Fultz and Harrison with the same amount of time as Zach Levine, it's either pretty much the same or Zach Levine might even be better. And if Fultz and Harris is a little bit better, it's barely at all. All right. So defensive, let's say defensive rating that Zach Levine don't play defense was not absolutely true. All right. Zach Levine can hit buckets, open buckets. All right. So if he's just sitting there, you've seen it with DeRozan. He plays well off the ball with DeRozan. All right. If you leave him open trying to double Paolo or Franz, it's going to be a problem. He's knocking that down. All right. And then if you want to go 1-on-1, you got Franz, Paolo, and Zach Levine that can go get a bucket at any time. Who wouldn't want that on the team? Come on now. All right. But some of y'all still might want to say, oh, no, he don't play no defense. It's a lot of money. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but you got your core three right there. All right. But for the people that still don't want to get Zach Levine, which I think y'all are crazy, absolutely crazy, because I'm jumping at it if I can get Levine, Paulo, and Franz on the same team and just build around them. I'm jumping on that. But for the people that don't like that, all right, cool. I got another one for you. All right. So for this one, I'm gonna try to go get Kevin Huter. All right. Kevin Huter, shooting guard from the Kings. All right. He can light it up. He can hit the open jumper. His defense, y'all might say the same thing. I'm gonna break it down for y'all again. It's not that far off. All right. So for this trade, you could really just use Fultz, and maybe like we could do Fultz, Harris, and maybe a second round pick. I don't think Huter deserves a first round pick for him, but that's what I'm gonna go for that one. So I'm gonna do Fultz, Harris, and a second round pick for Kevin Huter. All right, or let's leave Harris. All right, so you can do Fultz, Okiki, and a second round pick. All right, so if you do that, you losing Fultz, which again was 109 for every 23 minutes per game. Kevin Huter's defensive rating is 112 for every 28 minutes per game. So it's not that far off. And he played like 5 more minutes a game. So once again, defense ain't really falling off. If you do that, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Huter is definitely going to hit that open jumper. So that means it's going to be hard trying to double Paulo and Franz, which it could be more cat friendly. And then we can go get a big. That's one more thing I want to talk about, getting a big, but we can go get a big in the off season maybe. But Kevin Huter would be a good piece in that too. But I'm still on the Zach Levine train myself. But hey, I'm just giving you options here. This is my GM mindset. Zach Levine is 1A. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Huter is 2. That's my trade options. All right. So the potential lineups, if we did the Zach Levine trade, we have Cole Anthony at the point guard with Anthony Black, the rookie, been stepping it up, and they've been doing pretty good holding down the point guard spot. At shooting guard, it would be Zach Levine and Jalen Suggs coming off the bench. We still got the energy of Suggs, who can also run point guard too. So I kind of like that. At small forward, we would have Franz, Joe Ingles, and Jet Howard, even though he's not really getting any playing time right now. I'm sure he's down there at the G League. You don't really hear too much about him, but I think he could be a good piece if he can develop. He's definitely a shooter, go getter. All right, power forward, we got Paulo and Jonathan Isaac, who to me is one of the biggest surprises on that team this year. He's been hurt for the past couple seasons, but he coming back strong, giving us that good defense that we need. And at center, if we only do those trades, we still got Wendell Carter. We got Mo Wagner. I like his game as a backup center. And we got Goga Biazza. All right. He been stepping in real good with Carter hurt, being a starter at the center spot. I kind of like his game, but he is a free agent next year. So, yeah, we'll see if they bring him back. All right. So, like I said, potential lineup with the Zach Levine trade. We got Cole Anthony and Anthony Black holding down the point guards. We got Zach Levine and Jalen Suggs at the shooting guard. Franz, Ingles, and Jet Howard maybe. They still got Houston in there that they put in every now and then. I still need to see more from him. Uh, but Joe Ingles, he's a nice versatile piece that can bounce between the shoot guard and small forward, even bring the ball up sometimes. Power forward, Paulo and Isaac, I like that. And center would be Carter, Mo Wag, and Goga. All right. Now line up with the Kevin Huter trade. Our point guards would be the same with Anthony, Cole Anthony, and Anthony Black. It's funny because I wrote it down and I used the last names and Anthony Black, but whatever. Shooting guards though will be Kevin Huter, Suggs, and Gary Harris would still be around. So Suggs can run with point guard. If somebody get hurt, Gary Harris can move into the backup shooting guard. Uh, we still got Franz, Ingles, Howard, Houston, whichever way you want to do it. At the small forward, power forward is still Paulo and Isaac, and then you still got Wendell Carter, Mo Wag, and Goga. So I mean, either one of those lineups, I think will work out pretty good. But I'm sorry, but Wendell Carter, man, you got to go, bruh. You just got to go. The team is killing it right now without you in the lineup. So I don't think they really need you. I've never really been a Wendell Carter fan, even when he was with the Bulls. So the other thing that I think this team could use is a true big. Wendell Carter, he's like a stretch big, I guess you can say that. But he's not consistent enough for me. And if he goes up against people like Jokic and Mead and stuff like that, he's gonna get murdered. So I mean, only way I would get rid of him during this season is if I could get a trade, honestly, to keep the team together without really doing a big cap hit. If the Magic could trade Wendell Carter for Mitchell Robinson from the Knicks straight up and maybe like a second round pick, then I would take that. They're about the same in cap, but to me, Mitchell Robinson is more along the lines of what they need because right now, Mo Wagner and Goga is more like the rim running bigs. play defense, rebound. That's what we need. Every now and then, Mo Wag drop out and hit a 3 pointer. That's fine, but he don't do it as much as Carter does, or don't attempt to do it as much as Carter does. So I think Robinson would be a pretty good fit if we could do Carter and a second round pick for Robinson, but I don't think the Knicks would do that. So we just waited out to the off season, maybe draft a center. There's a couple centers coming out that'll be pretty good, or maybe check out some of the free agent centers. But I mean, the biggest things I would focus on right now is the consistent shooter. Go get Zach Levine. Zach Levine, Pro Plus, all that. All right, go get my man Zach Levine. Lock that down. You got a big three with Zach Levine, Paulo, and Franz. And then you build around that. You got Cole and the young boy Anthony Black running the point. Man, come on, stop playing. Go get Zach Levine, man. Y'all stop hating on my boy. All right. If not, try to get Kevin Huter. I don't know if the Kings are ready to let him go yet, but they do got Malik Monk behind him, and he's doing his thing. And I think they got like two more guards that they like too. So we'll see about that. But go get Zach Levine. Stop playing around. All right. But this is what I think we should do as the Orlando Magic GM. So I mean, if you got some thoughts or anything like that, hit me up. Let me know what you think. I mean, if you got some other words, just let me know. I will be hopping on, going through the whole league. So if you got a favorite team and you really about basketball, let me know. Maybe I'll hop on and let you get on there with me and we talk about it. All right. But hey, thanks for checking in. You know what I'm saying? Hopping on, looking it out. And let's be ready for the next team. Who knows? I might have a special guest for you next time. But hey, thanks again. Peace out.